Very good morning, guys. My name is Shivraj, and I have started a new series in my YouTube channel that is named as Gen Z JavaScript. So, in this series, we will be learning ReactJS, Angular, and JavaScript. All the important concepts we will be learning here. And I am a full stack developer with having 10 plus year of experience under my belt. And guys, please subscribe to my channel so that you will be notified for all the upcoming videos. Thank you.
Guys, in this video, we will be seeing how to update arrays in state. If you have seen my last video where I have discussed updating object in state, it is very similar to that. Finally, we'll be using Immer library for doing the same. So let's quickly go through it because it will be same video as object, so will not take much of a time. Uh, as we know, arrays are mutable in JavaScript, but you should treat them as immutable, right? This is what React is suggesting. When you store them in a state, just like with object, when you want to update an array stored in a state, you need to create a new one, like making a copy, and then setting the state to use the new array. So what we will be learning in this video is how to add, remove, change item in an array in React state. So this is all in correspondence with the React state, that is use state lifecycle hook that we are using. So inside that state, if we have object type, if we have array type, any type of data, so that we are discussing here, especially with the object type, array type, right? And how to update an object inside an array, how to make array copying less repetitive with Immer. So Immer library finally we'll be using so that we don't have to write code multiple times. It will take care of itself. So in JavaScript, array are just, we know in JavaScript everything is like object. Array is also an object, right? In JavaScript, arrays are just another kind of object. Like with object, you should treat arrays in React state as read only. This means you should not reassign items inside an array. So we know for with array also, if we want to assign something, so we just use index like array 0, array 1, any index 2, 3, 4, 5, any index, and we directly mutate, right? In the JavaScript, if we are working in simple JS, we do this multiple times in Angular, in React, anytime. But here it is not recommended with state when we are playing. So this we know, right? Because if it is like a deeper level, then you will be creating a bug because it will be replacing the original one. That's why it is asked to create a copy, not to mutate directly. So instead, every time you want to update an array, you will want to pass a new array to your state. And we know we have various functions for this, right? So the functions which mutates the array in JavaScript, these are push or unshift. If you use push, it will directly push that item, right? Unshift also doing the same thing, but one is pushing at the last, one is pushing at the front. And pop, shift, splice, directly embedding the original array. Pop is removing the item, right? And reverse sort. So these are all which are mutating the array. You can go through these inbuilt functions in Mozilla JavaScript doc. Easily you will find it, or just Google it. You will find all these methods because they are inbuilt, and like these are inbuilt. We have this inbuilt in JavaScript. So what is preferred? So concat, this spread syntax, dot 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 array, this one spread syntax. This is preferable, right? Filter, slice. Sorry, this is preferable because this is returning an new array, not impacting the original one. Map, this is preferable if you want to do some changes. With the help of map, you can return a new array with changes. Filter, when you want to filter out something, some most commonly used when you want to delete something, do filter that out, and return a new array. Copy the array first. So these are all examples of what is preferred. And a small note, unfortunately, slice and splice are named similarly but are very different. Slice lets you copy an array and part of it. Slice will, so that's why you are seeing slice here in this, uh, which is preferred, which is returning an array, and splice you are seeing this side, which is mutating array. So remember this, don't get confused between slice and splice, right? Adding an array. So how we are adding, see, with the help of push, we are adding some object to array like this. The artist dot push. So this is like mutating. We don't have to mutate. So we should avoid this. And instead of creating your array, and see now what we're doing, we're using map. So that's why map is suggested. With map, artist artist will have each object every time, and then simply you can return it. So this is how you are copying it, right? Spread syntax, using the spread syntax. Spread syntax is copying the all the other elements, and this is just replacing, or this is just adding a new. So this is how you can add it, right? So this is how it is suggested. Not to use push method. Similarly, for removing, if you have to remove something, I told you you can use filter. See, filter. Because these all generates a new array. These do not change the original array. So this all you have to understand. You have to make your basics strong. If you are good in JavaScript, you already know this, right? So here what we are using map. See, with the help of map in line number 14, I'm getting index, which index it is, and in that particular index, I can do some logic, right? And then simply, or if not that index, then simply returning that element. So that's how I'm getting the new array, not changing the original array, new array with changes. So this is all, guys, in this video, because this is very similar to the previous video only, but the array operations are something different. So that's all we have discussed. And update object inside array. So here, if it is nested, right? If it is nested, then you should. It is recommended to use immer library, right? So this is how immer library you can install with npm. This is all. This is like an npm package. You have to just install it, and then let me show you, and then see line number second. Import useimmer from useimmer, and then like a lifecycle hook here I'm getting it. See, we are providing it initial list, and then we have the state your list and update your list. It is a kind of function that will help us to update it. It will look like a mutating array, but this is all taken care by immer. So this will be very easy for you. See, like function 19, this is doing that. Update my list is getting drafts, and you are just finding and updating it. So immer library you can directly use. This I've discussed in previous video also. So that is all, guys. Take care. And like I have started this series to learn to understand React from the official docs, how React suggests. We all know, if you are a developer or if you are a fresher, this will be very helpful, and I always recommend you to go through official docs once. And that's it, guys. Keep commenting, keep showing your love, and thank you. We'll be coming up in next video. Thank you.